Kritik Awan from Cineblues, and today I'm glad to have writer director Surya Vangala on our show, who has directed the eight-part Telugu web series Brinda, which is going to stream from the 2nd of August 2024 on the Sony Live platform. And Surya, this is your first project, and many congratulations to you. The web series has really come out well, and I personally congratulate you for this beautiful piece.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. The congratulations have been pouring all around the place. This is my debut, and it feels overwhelming. But like having been like working on this for almost 7 years right now, or maybe even more, I guess.
Oh.
I feel humbled and have a lot of gratitude for having like for being this being possible. Yeah, that's what I can always think. I was writing myself a letter yesterday, so I was thinking of what
Oh.
all I went through, so that I can have a
Yeah,
documentation.
it would be lovely to see that later.
Maybe after some time, sir. Like maybe
Yeah, sure. We'll look forward to
yeah,
that, Surya.
after a few films.
So
Yeah,
tell me, Surya, how
yeah,
did the idea of Brinda germinate? Like, where did you locate the germ of Brinda?
sir. Like Brinda is more like a personal story. Like it initially,
Uh-huh.
like what I was going through. Like
Okay.
this was around 2016, 2017. I was just over 25. I had my quarter life crisis, you can say, or
Mhm.
like this existential questions of like what is right, what is wrong,
Mhm.
what is right, what is left. What is God, what is spirituality,
Mhm.
and I come from a family that is religious in nature, who have a lot of hope in God. Like
Mhm.
in our daily activities, and at the same time, I know that believing and going down that route too much extremely without any barrier could
Right.
lead to so many other things. Like these are the questions, like what is the check within myself? I was
Yeah.
having these questions.
Mhm.
And at that point of time, like while the polarity is still high right now, like
Mhm.
the questions were of our time. Like the questions came very strongly for me. Uh, like for example, in 2016, 2000, I think something somewhere around Uttar Pradesh, like these events, something like an event was happening, like some very ritualistic, something very disastrous happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, uh, uh, like there are so many then I started peeking inside of myself, seeing, okay, what is it? Um,
Ah.
so like rituals and all started bothering me. To what extent is the question that I started having within myself.
Okay.
And then I was thinking, what is the right path in this chaos
Mhm.
where you have religion, when you
Yeah.
have people who are intolerant for even uttering a single God's name. Like there is
Right.
also intolerance towards people who believe in God, and there is extreme religion as well. So what is the right path in all this? Is a
Right.
question that I constantly had. So in order to have that,
Yeah.
for my answer has always, like, through the journey of writing Vrinda, I have discovered the answer could be is like it is not the bad, the ugliness, the hatred, the envy that we should concentrate on outside. It is the goodness that we have to
Yeah.
see
It's
within
the people.
ourselves. Yeah, in within
Goodness of the
ourselves.
people.
Like
Yeah.
if we see
Right.
within ourselves and like tame ourselves and try to tell ourselves to be good, to be human,
Mhm.
then I think everything will be
Mhm.
solved. It's not the outside extremity that we have to see. It is a calmness that we have to embrace, like that within ourselves.
Exactly. I think that's what
That's
Brinda
what I feel.
also preaches.
Yeah.
That's also Brinda projects. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this particular religious fanaticism, if I would like to say that, we can exit it out whenever it's on the executive. Yeah. So Surya, what I was trying to assimilate and gather from what you said, like, so the religious fanaticism, it bothered you at deeper levels. But what was the
Yeah.
thought behind, fashioning it in the form of a thriller? Your protagonist, Brinda, she plays a police, she plays a cop, but she's investing serial murder case. And then the story unfolds into something which goes into the what you told right now. What made you, passionate in terms of in terms of a thriller? It could have been a
So
drama as well, because it's not a sentimental family drama.
it could definitely have been a sentimental drama. like my important things were like this, sir. I think these are like very deep questions. Uh,
Uh-huh.
very deep questions. Uh, at some level it needs to be engaging as well is something the question that I
Uh,
had. It shouldn't just be philosophical and
yeah.
in the face, people who are not having these questions, who actually has
Yeah.
actually found the answer. Maybe so like some people might
Mm-hmm.
have actually found an answer to
Mm.
who can be just in their 20s or like maybe in 30s and who didn't have this question. And uh, when two different topics are being addressed,
Mm-hmm.
like humanity and the extremity.
Yes.
So when these two different topics are being addressed,
Mm.
I needed to have a conflict between them rather than like be a conversation.
Yeah.
When the conflict comes into the forefront, then
Right.
there is a conversation at an intense level.
Mm-hmm.
The questions can be asked to a point where you really like the stakes will be high.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
when the stakes to be high, there need to be an intensity,
Mm.
and that intensity to putting them all both together,
Mm.
like having those questions. So for the protagonist, it's just like me, like
Mm.
I was having those questions,
Mm.
so she was having those questions along,
Oh,
and that actually like come somewhere like drove me towards uh, like this answer, like going towards a
right.
thriller. But while I was making the film,
Mm.
and especially during the seventh episode, which is my favorite episode of
Oh, okay.
all the things, because yeah. So when I was making this episode, uh, I was thinking, Arey, I could have like directly made this story about the villain,
Mm.
like as much as Brinda is a thriller, right? Like for
Right.
example, you have Batman and Joker, right? You
Ah.
you are making Batman Begins and Dark Knight, and then
Yeah.
you suddenly make a Joker, and
Mm.
then you can have a Batman as a character that can come. Like in Catch Me If You Can, you can make this
Right.
fellow
Right.
and have Tom Hanks. You can make Brinda also come like that. That's a
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
perspective altogether.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, yeah, definitely the movie can be made in two different ways.
Yeah.
It was the temperament of me when I chose to write
Mm-hmm.
the story. Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
what I
yeah,
think. Maybe like sir, yeah.
wonderful. It is. It has
The
come
story can
wonderfully. Yeah. The layer
yeah,
that you have created for the antagonist here, that has come wonderfully,
yeah,
and let the viewers
yeah,
also enjoy and relish
yeah,
that piece.
yeah.
Surya, were you ever conscious or were you ever wary of the commentary that your film is making, towards the religious and the people beliefs of people? So very conscious that it might create a kind of controversy. You might be on the, difficult edge. So did you ever think like that while making the film?
Sir, I was researching. I can't claim that I have read a lot and say like I know it all. But in any scripture, I think so from my teachings of my guru,
Hmm.
from my music that I have learned, from my
Hmm.
parents,
Hmm.
uh, in the books, everything. Humanity is the greatest God, right?
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Like serve everyone
Hmm.
is the greatest God for anything.
Hmm.
And then yeah, with we when you're making the story something like that, I think uh, humanity is bigger than anything. I think there won't be someone who will not agree to that, right?
Okay. Okay.
Uh, so like I was consciously trying to make an honest attempt towards what I was doing.
Yeah.
So this is my thought.
Yeah.
I am believing that I need God as hope. For
Ah,
some people, God is hope.
right.
And for me, I have God in my mind,
Right.
and I have it as it's something that gives me hope, like something in this chaotic world.
Yes.
For some people, it is extreme, right? Like so, that is a problematic zone.
Hmm.
Anything that is not extreme, something that is balanced, is always about the balance. And this is something that
Hmm.
whatever genre it is or
Strongly
anything, I
believe in that.
always wanted to like fully concentrate on it. And be it
Right.
Sony Live, be it the actors, be it the crew, the seniors, the crew members.
Hmm.
For example, my music director, he like like music director, my production designer, my Sony Live, the legal team, everyone
Yeah.
believed and like Trisha, for example, like when she saw the script,
Yeah.
I didn't even narrate to her. She
Okay.
saw the script and agreed to the
Oh.
story. The honesty with which I wrote the story, it actually came through,
Uh,
right? Like despite however it can go, I think the audience know what I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to like polish it by making it a comedy,
not fabricating it. Okay.
or yeah, not fabricating it. I put up an honest thought, and I think that actually resonates with the audience. I believe in the audience.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah.
I can say like that. I
Well
believe.
said. Well said. So my next question was in fact that, like how was working with Trisha? How was it working with Trisha and actors like Ravindra Vijay? These primary
Sir,
characters
they're,
in
they're,
film.
they're,
Yeah.
they are they are genius people, sir. Like if you thinking back, like I need not my producer suggested
Okay.
Trisha's name. It was
Mm.
not me. Uh, I only had characters
Okay.
in mind. So anyone who would come to become my Brinda or Sardi or Anand
Mm.
or
Ah.
Thakur or anyone, I would have
Okay.
my doubts. I know that I have to
Mm.
work around all these people. I was putting myself like in a position where like I have to work
Mm.
around. I was
Mm.
thinking all. But when my producer suggested, I got her, went like sent the script. She liked it. She said okay. I was still skeptical, but I said okay. She has this subtlety about her and a
Ah.
maturity about her. I think I can work around it. I was so egoistic back
Okay.
then. I was thinking, okay, I'll make Trisha. I will get Trisha to work
So you
around.
have to travel
I
to
was thinking
you have
all
to
this.
travel to Chennai and
And
all every time from here
no, no, no,
and
not
from.
at all. No, I sent the script, sir. Just I wanted to
Okay.
narrate the story. So I
Ah.
wanted my producer to like send the script so that she knows what she's getting into rather than like me telling about, you know,
Okay.
in just a 1 hour narration or two, because it's an 8 episode,
Mm.
sir. If I want to unlike movies, if I have start narrating for Sony Live, sir, I think I have given at least like every time I start narrating the series, it is like 8 episode, 8 hours it takes for me to narrate, like completely,
Yes.
like if to say.
Yes.
So 8 hours I have done to Sony Live like 300 times, like through
Mm.
COVID.
Oh my God.
So
Oh my.
that is the number of times I was telling different teams, like not Sony Live, but my friends, and to get the story right. So I
Ah.
know that it would take. I didn't want to waste so much time, ma'am, Trisha, ma'am. Like I don't
Mm.
know if she has so much time. So I sent a script. Like it's not even a
Okay.
script. It's a 100 to 120-page document. I sent that to Indrajit sir. I sent it to Ravindra Vijay. I sent it to Anand Sami. Everyone. Before I
Okay.
narrate, I generally do that. And whenever they
Okay.
read it, they're like, "I'm doing this. I'm
Ah.
doing this." Like that is what they ultimately. I
So
I,
they
I
believe
don't
this
think I
is yeah.
have. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't think I've narrated it to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
The script actually spoke for itself. So like that, Ashish, my producer, has taken me to like taken the script to Trisha ma'am. She read it through a flight journey. She was
Mm.
not keen to do a web series, but she read it and she said okay. I was like, okay, she's doing it. Okay, I like her, but I have to work around. I was thinking, Ravindra Vijay, he liked it. I saw like by back then only Family Man was just released. I guess Family Man 2 just released. So I thought, okay, I
Muthu
can like yeah,
Pandian.
I'll
Muthu Pandian.
yeah, yeah. I
The
think I
character.
will I will do something. I'll do something. Get around my what thinking like
Yeah.
this because right, I had
I
that
think the
thing with me,
character's name also has a
but
metaphorical significance. Sorry to cut you, but interrupt. But I think
yeah.
was
Yeah.
that in mind because Sarthi is like what Krishna was to Arjun. So here the Arjun being Brinda in the
Yeah,
quest of truth and the
yeah,
finding
yeah.
out who the person, the culprit is. So was it that in your mind that okay, this is a metaphor has a metaphorical significance?
Like yes, sir. Like I had this, but it was again speaking. Like these are names that were being spoken around me at that point of time when I started
Yeah,
writing.
yeah.
I'm not,
Okay,
not
okay,
very good with not very good with coming up with names.
okay.
Uh, so coming up with names, but I had this reference of like Krishna and Arjuna, one being the charioteer and
Yeah,
one being the guy who is going
the warrior.
forward.
Hmm.
Or I was like it could be also be like back in Mahabharata you did this, so let
Hmm.
me turn around. Okay,
Okay.
Krishna is Brinda, Brinda is Krishna. Like like
Okay.
you can
Got it.
do it like that
Got
as
it.
well. So I have
Okay.
these things in my mind, but when someone said a word or someone speaks a name, like just even if someone shouts somewhere, I
Hmm.
picked up. I picked those
Okay.
names. Like
Got
I'm
it.
not
Got
very
it.
good with names, so like I think I picked up like that, like Parthasarathi. His name is completely is like Parthasarathi.
Okay.
His Sarthi is full
Yeah.
name. So, uh, Yeah.
So then
Kandregula Brinda.
yeah,
This one Brinda. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, so,
Coming
yeah.
to the name and the title part, see, I saw Animal and a lot of things, discussions that happened during that time. Now the clips, like it was like we saw that in the introduction, right? We saw introducing superstar Ranbir Kapoor. So your Brinda also says introduce in the title says South Queen Trisha. Okay, there's a tag South Queen. So was that your idea,
Yes,
Surya, or it was
uh,
like or something you strongly endorsed to, like keeping a tag like the South Queen, the King.
sir, like I said, that despite, however, like I think when you watch the series, you'll forget that she's Trisha, right? Like I'm very sure that she's Trisha, she's doing it. You'll see
Mm,
Brinda, you'll get hooked onto Brinda and everything.
mm,
Right? That is how the series is. And
mm, mm,
I think I had this greatest like when she came onto the set, which I was very skeptical about. On the first day, first
uh-huh.
shot, I thought, okay, she's done. Like she's Brinda. That is how I felt.
Okay.
Like I was
Believe
skeptical,
that
I was
this is the
doubtful.
product.
Like I believed her. What is this one? It's like the
Mm,
way she gets up in the bed and she sits there thinking about her
yeah,
past as if, do I have to get
yeah.
up today? And like, that is the first shot that I took. So sitting like that,
Oh,
I got convinced. I got convinced that this is Brinda. And I was thinking, is this Brinda because I wrote, or is this because Trisha performed? You know,
mm,
uh, uh, till then it was my Brinda. Suddenly
mm.
it became the
Her
cruise.
brother.
It became Trisha Ma'am's.
Mm,
It became her. So like looking back, I was thinking, what can I do? Like in order to like give something my love back. And again, my producer suggested South Queen is something that
okay,
yeah, like yeah, I thought like I think that's my respect for. Yeah.
okay, great.
When he suggested, I
So,
completely applied.
Surya, my last question to you, like, if you look back, you are a bit Pilani pass out, right? And it's been like a big, long journey for you. Not very big, but yes, it's been kind of a decade. So, how do
Yeah.
you see, if you reflect or you see in retrospect, how has been the journey from you were working in a corporate setup, like the transition of being an engineer, working in a corporate setup to, being as a film director, writer. So, to see the struggle or the journey rather, how do you how do you reflect on it?
No, now looking back, all I have is like the respect and gratitude towards what the journey that I had. So,
Mm-hmm,
that is what I have. Uh, like, but it was really a tough journey. Like it
mm-hmm,
is. Like you have a taste, you believe you have a taste, and then you get into filmmaking, and then you find yourself when you're writing, like when you're trying to direct or like anything, you may not be able to reach your own taste, right? Like
mm-hmm.
your taste, you have watched world cinema, you like certain kind of cinema, and then when you start writing, you find yourself very short of it, and then you're like
Uh,
wondering, where are you? You thought you're some god to have come here, like that. So
uh,
you have lot of self doubt, lot of
uh,
lot of journey that where you find yourself lonely because no one will
mm,
really understand what you're actually going through, like, on
mm,
these things. But
mm,
I am glad that it's not me, but I'm glad that I had patience. Like looking back, someone gave me that patience. From somewhere
mm,
that patience came. I had that
mm,
patience with me.
mm,
Somewhere I sailed
mm.
through, and I am here right now. I'm glad I had that patience. So I'm very humbled having that patience with me.
Yeah,
So for me, for being blessed with that patience, I think so. Yeah.
great, great. And Surya, it's that uh, people like you who have like made such huge transition, overcoming the kind of self-doubt and all, having that kind of power, the strength, the patience, and also the resilience, to make their dreams come true. So, on Cineblues and myself, I wish you all the very best. We share the same alma mater, and it's lovely. I feel personally very proud, you know,
Thank you, sir.
to see such person and to see one of my, you know, alumni doing such good work and doing such. great lengths. And dear is wishing all the very best for your future projects. I hope to
Thank
see
you.
more and more work from your side. And
Thank you, sir.
yes, have a lovely uh, running weekend ahead.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure that Brinda will definitely get the recognition it deserves.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Already
so much.
there are very good reviews are pouring, and I hope with Cineblues, the word will spread out even more, and people will come and watch. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Today we are done. Surya,
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
small request. I have sent you
Yes, yes,
some message on Facebook DM and also on
yes,
LinkedIn.
yes, yes. Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
find time, please respond back. Let's catch up
Yes,
sometime.
yes, yes. Sure, sure. Here in Hyderabad, we should catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
before we close, like, is this shirt from Celio brand? Because I have a same shirt which I wore on my
I
last
think so,
anniversary.
sir. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I
Or
am
the
having the
system.
same shirt.
I think so. I think so. Or maybe it was
I wore it
from
on my I wore it on my last anniversary, 2023 anniversary. So I have this shirt. There's a place called Sobremasa in Jubilee Hills. Okay,
uh,
Jubilee Hills, Sobremasa. It's near the Isha Foundation. I
okay.
have clicked a picture of mine in front of that restaurant wearing this shirt.
You,
So
you should
I
you should
spent
send me
a
that
lot of
picture.
time with this shirt. This
Okay.
olive green shirt. I love it.
Yeah, yeah,
My brother
yeah,
has presented me, younger brother, when I went to
yeah.
Pune. He had presented
Hmm.
me, and I'm sure Celio has brands here, so has
Yeah, yeah.
outlets here. So I think it's a Celio one. Lovely catching
Yeah.
up with you, man. You made my day. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much.
Very nice talking to you. I'll respond you on LinkedIn.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you.
you.
Siddhi?
Yeah.
Thank you, Siddhi.
Thank you.